That's right, youngsters. This here be holy ground. This is where Semos took off from all them years ago. And this is where he's going to return one day, when we Kongs need him the most. And he'll lead us on to a land flowing with barrels and bananas. It's a me, Mario. I'm gonna get you now, you damn dirty apes. Hey, you can't park here. This is where Samos is gonna land. Hello, everybody. Starving Martian here, and today we're bringing you something a little bit unusual, a little bit different. This is our first Planet of the Apes review. So I just got done watching War for the Planet of the Apes. It's a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. You know what else I enjoy? Is Planet of the Apes, the 2001 reimagining by Tim Burton. You know, that movie takes a lot of flack, but I find it quite enjoyable film. A really good ape movie. I've seen every single Planet of the Apes movie. I've seen both TV shows, the live action one and the cartoon. I've read novelizations. I've read comics. So you know, I'm not a newbie to the ape franchise. I got my start watching the original Charlton Heston, but I gotta say, the 2001 is still a great movie. It's got good story to it. I don't know. I enjoy it. The ape makeup by Rick Baker is phenomenal. You know, other people could tell this better than I. In fact, there's a video in my liked videos you might want to take a look at that explains why the 2001 Planet of the Apes is better than you remember it. But for now, we're just going to be taking a look at one particular figure from the Planet of the Apes movie. This is Pericles. Alright, I know it doesn't look like an ape. This is actually the alpha pod. Excuse me. This is the alpha pod. It's a research pod that Pericles, a chimpanzee, pilots into a space disturbance. Turns out to be a time storm of some kind. And so this is his alpha pod. And it opens up to reveal a little cockpit, and inside is Pericles himself. Now, if you remember, if you've seen the Planet of the Apes from 2001, Pericles is a chimp. He lands on the world that Mark Wahlberg, Leo, I believe his name is in the movie. Anyway, he's been there the entire movie, and then Pericles lands, and the other apes think that he's a god, come to revisit them, Semos, and it's just Pericles there. And so here's our little ape buddy in his spacesuit. I don't know how efficient a spacesuit is when your hands are exposed like that, but whatever. On his sleeve here, it's hard to make out in the camera, but it actually does say Pericles right there, printed in tiny letters. Got the little logo on his shoulder. The helmet is removable. And so here's a good look at Pericles. And he's adorable. Just a little chimp. As far as articulation go, his arms can swivel around. He's got full range of motion on his arms. He's got a waist swivel. And he's got head articulation. He can look from side to side. He stands really well. His helmet is made of a soft rubbery plastic. The pod itself, this is a really cool piece. If we get in, you can see it's got a lot of good detailing. Some nice paint. There's bluish silver running down the side and along the edges. Again, that same emblem there. It says Joint Force. See, Mobile Research Station, Explorer Unit H. Same on the other side. If you open up the cockpit, oops, pops off, so you gotta be careful, but there's his seat. You can see there's some sticker detailing here for the instrument panel. And over here is actually a display showing the little space disturbance, the time storm that he flies into. This part here should pop right back in. Yeah. And this is a good size, and this is the same price point as the regular action figures. I find it interesting. I thought at first that this looked a little bit like a futuristic version of the Rocketeer's helmet, but it actually more resembles Optimus Prime's entry mode from the first Transformers movie. So, there's that. Alright, as far as the packaging goes, let's move these guys out of the way. This was the package that it came in, and I really do like the packaging for the Planet of the Apes movies from 2001. It's got this nice bubble kind of effect here. Good shot of a gorilla's face there. Pericles, little picture of the ape itself with explorer pod and space helmet. It says on the box, the back. You got a nice screenshot of Pericles. Shows you which characters are also in the line, but it's pictures of the actors themselves, not of the toys, which is interesting. I don't know if the figures were unfinished at this point, or if they just preferred the look of the actors. You get a little bit of a bio over here in 3 different languages. It says, he's an adorable, intelligent chimp astronaut assigned to Major Leo Davidson for training. Leo bonds with a small, noble chimp, and it's their friendship that leads to Leo's decision to launch an unauthorized explorer pod. And so this guy here is indirectly responsible for everything that happens in the movie. Although we could easily blame Leo, since, you know, he was the human being making all the decisions. I will never know why that movie doesn't get referred to as Marky Mark and the Monkey Bunch. That's what I call it, but that's just me. So we can outfit him with his helmet. Just slides on real easy. Open up the pod. Slap him in place. He doesn't peg in or anything, but he does sit nicely in there. Now, I don't have any of the human figures from the movie, so I can't tell you if they'll fit in here or not. I personally doubt it, although the seat is set further back in there than I anticipated, and this part up front is hollow, giving it more legroom than I expected. So it's possible you can get a figure from the movie to fit in there, but I can't say for sure. I imagine you could put other action figures you got in there. Let's see if Mario will fit. No, Mario doesn't fit. So no Mario Galaxy for us. But really, this thing itself is awesome. I love the chimp, but I'm most impressed with the spaceship. So do I recommend this figure? Well, if you like the Planet of the Apes movie from 2001, then yes, I highly do. It's a unique piece. You know, he's not as iconic as, say, you know, a Dr. Zaius or something like that, but he is a unique piece. He's definitely different than any other Planet of the Apes figure you're going to find. You know, he looks good. I still like the detailing on the face. Looks pretty realistic. The spaceship is great. You know, I don't have much to compare the spaceship to. This is the flying saucer that came with the Men in Black Edgar van. So I guess that might be in the same kind of size range. And here it is again, opened up to reveal the Edgar creature. So, you know, there's a scale for you there. How does he scale with a monkey? That looks pretty cool. You know, apes versus giant alien cockroaches. I don't know why that's not a thing. It is now. Alright, so, that's about it. That's everything that you get with Pericles here. If you want one for yourself, I picked mine up off of Amazon. He's actually cheaper there than he is on eBay at the moment. Mine cost me about $20, including shipping, and so it seems a fair price for everything you get here. You know, so if you're a fan of Planet of the Apes, go ahead, pick this guy up. If you're not a fan of Planet of the Apes, well, I'm not sure why you're watching this, but, you know, pick this up anyway, because it is a fun toy. It's a nice spaceship. It's not 100% screen accurate. I'll confess to that right now. Comes with this clear plastic piece which pegs on the bottom to help it stand. In the film, it actually has like little legs that extend. The thruster here is just molded in and painted white. Well, not even painted, just white like the rest of it. Where it should be a big gray thruster that pivots down and up for takeoff and landings and stuff. But you know, but for what it is, Pericles with his alpha pod is an excellent figure. So if you're a fan of Planet of the Apes, go ahead, pick one up. If you're not a fan of Planet of the Apes, grab one anyway. You can pretend that it's Space Chimp's action figure if you really want. And so, this has been the Starving Martian signing off now. Remember, keep your eyes on the skies and keep your filthy paws off of me. Catch y'all later.